What's your assessment of the support of the Catholic college professors for the Declaration, and for those who don't support it, what are the main reasons not to?
Those who don't support it believe that it's a declaration by fundamentalists, to fundamentalists, for fundamentalists. On the other hand, everybody I'm on speaking terms with at St. Mary's College signed it. No, part of the reason people don't sign it is that, and part of the reason that you get a drift among the intelligentsia, I'll let you in on a secret. There's nobody more faddish than the intelligentsia. Absolutely nobody more faddish than the intelligentsia. And for a long time now, the fads have been against truth, beauty, and goodness. So to the degree that we set up a kind of counter-fad, we may be surprised at whose name appears right, on the bottom of such a declaration. But it's certainly the case that the Catholic professoriate is not on board with this thing, although, I mean, let's be clear, it got its start in part with the Catholic professoriate. Right? I mean, Robbie George is a Catholic. Of course, he's not at a Catholic school, he's at Princeton. But there you go. Yeah.
Well, I will say, as a nursing professor in maternal child, I will be signing it.
Thank you.
I have to read it.
No, do read it. No.
199 and 9/10.
This is a declaration you want to read, and it wants to be read.
And
It wants to be read.
we need people in nursing.
Absolutely. Right. You need to talk to my daughter. She's studying.
As her husband, I have to add this, though. She is counter professor. Sorry, she's not faddish at all.
Oh, good. Well, if you find it, if you find your way to sign it, you'll be clearly counterfadual.
Yes, could you tell us something about the St. Anthony of Padua Institute?
Oh, I suppose I could.
What its purposes are?
Yes, that's Cliff Price, a director of the Institute, and today's designated shill. St. Anthony of Padua Institute was founded in 2004 with the purpose of organizing the creation of a magisterially faithful Catholic undergraduate institution in the Diocese of Oakland. We envision doing that not as setting up an institution, a freestanding institution. We envision doing that as creating, that is, eliciting, a real community of learning among older people, younger people, homeschooling families, etc. We wish the college to be at the explicit service of the local church through its local ordinary, its bishop. And we are dedicated to the charism of Saint Jean-Baptiste de La Salle. We do not charge tuition. For the present, we are teaching a series of courses called Elements of Catholic Philosophy and Theology for the laity. Our first group of graduates are actually finished with a 2-year, 6-course cycle. A second group is in train. We charge no tuition. If the college gets off the ground, we will charge no tuition. How we will do that is a matter which has to be explained in detail. I cannot give it to you under the provocation of a shill. It has to be done. It has to be done a long time, slowly, with demonstration, which is why this is a slow process. But I will tell you that we are materially farther advanced toward this goal than we expected to be at this time. Okay. Does that do shill?
It's on the website.
Oh, we're on the website, yes. You can visit us on the web. www.sapi, that's not our attitude, that's our acronym. www.sapi.org, St. Anthony of Padua Institute.org. You'll know us by our logo, which is St. Anthony preaching to the fishes, who are paying him more attention than most people pay us, and by our slogan, which is expectate miracula, expect miracles. Yes?
I was just wondering if you could speak of the current situation with the Proposition 8, the court case, and what we can do, if anything.
Yeah, well, here's what you can do. Right now, what Catholics for the Common Good and the California Coalition for Proposition 8 need is lawyers' fees. So if you can transfer $25 to the Proposition 8 committee, which you can do on the web, just go on the web, they can use it for lawyers' fees. As you may know, Judge Walker has decided against all precedent on 72 hours notice without any reason, except that he wants to aid the other side, as far as I can tell, to televise the proceedings of the case. This is the Boys Theodore Olson, whose wife must be turning over in her grave. That's the Boys Theodore Olson suit, which claims that Proposition 8 was actually a conspiracy of religious bigots to deprive upstanding California citizens of their civil rights. And they want to make, they're not going to win the case, but they do want to pillory in public, on film if they can, leaders of the movement. So that's where we stand right now. I just spoke with Bill May, an old friend, about his thoughts on whether or not we're going to see an attempt at an overturning of Proposition 8 in the next election cycle. He thinks not. He thinks that the other side is reeling. And the other side has always been good at getting their way through the courts, right? Not through the ballot box, right? So they're rethinking, as intelligent, driven energumens, they're rethinking their tactics and will probably make another attempt through the courts. In any case, they will not cease to attempt to demonize us. And that's what this televised business is about. So that's where things stand right now. You'll note that elections make a difference. In New Jersey, the legislative bill to legalize same-sex marriage has died in camera before the chamber is even turned over. So elections make a difference. Yes.
In an action like the judge's decision to make it public against all precedent, which suggests that he's partial in the case, can that in some way be used to disqualify him?
No, not immediately, but it does mean perhaps. I mean, I'm no attorney. It does perhaps provide grounds for an appeal, but I don't think anybody thinks the case is going to go against us on legal grounds. I don't know anybody who thinks that. It might happen. I mean, stranger things have happened, but no. Anyway, you're asking the wrong person. I don't have a law degree. I couldn't tell you. Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for your attention.